Alrighty, so um here is the fourth one. So there's supposed to be six. I guess I didn't write any poems for Natsuki. Um to be honest, I really don't like Natsuki like that. I really don't care about Natsuki. She's my least favorite out of the two. She's my least favorite out of the four. Not out of the four, but out of the three. All right, let's go. For the first time, Sayori is the first one to enter the fuck. For the first time, Sayori is the first to enter the classroom. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today? Sitting at her desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down. Why am I letting this affect me so much? I'm doing everything I can to make Yuri happy. But my best wasn't enough. But it was still my best. But I'm letting everyone down. I'm just a disappointment. Sayori continues to wrestle with her self-deprecating thoughts. Even tiny noise causes her to lift her head in anticipation of Yuri's arrival. Minutes pass and nobody enters the room. Not Yuri or Monica. Damn. Gosh, I'm so late. How did I offer to help those other students with their work? I'm such a pushover sometimes. It's going to leave such a bad impression on the new club members like Yuri if I'm not the first one here. Monica rounds the corner approaching the club room. As she does so, Yuri? Ah. Oh, it is Yuri. Yuri jumps at the sound of Monica's voice. She's sitting outside of the club room, against the wall next to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes the book she was reading and stands up. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry I'm late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door to the club room is open. It's not. Yuri stammers, unable to explain herself. She peers inside the club room through the window and looks away. Actually, I was wondering if I could help you today instead. Huh? Me? With club publicity stuff? Yes. Monica is utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking all this all of a sudden? She was so eager to spend time with Sayori before. Did they not get along after all? Monica looks into the club room herself to see Sayori sitting alone inside. Okay. It's kind of a simple job, but I'd be happy for you to tag along. Me too. Monica is worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflict that may have arisen. It's a little ironic she realizes that she could be so conflict avoidant after having been in the debate club. Okay, let's take a walk together. I just have to make copies of this new flyer, then go around to the billboards and replace the old ones with the new ones. Yuri nods and the two set off. The two walk in silence. Without Sayori, Monica finds it quite difficult to strike up conversation. So, how's everything been going? Fine. That's good. Neither of them follow up with anything more. Monica tenses up at the distinctive conversation. How the heck does Sayori do it? Ah, sorry I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on the flyers. Sayori told me. What did you two end up doing yesterday? Just a meeting. Oh, I'm glad. it's really starting to feel more like the literature club now. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I feel so intimidated at first when I heard about the stuff you were into. But you know, it's kind of stupid of me because I'm just intimidated by things I'm not good at. And it's silly to assume that everyone who comes into the club will just have the same interests as me. But it's so cool that you were able to get Sayori into it. It's like the club is working. I'm really happy about that. She's not into it. Huh? She's not into it. And I'm stupid for forcing it onto her. Yuri falls silent again Yuri falls silent again as if she started her thought, but I can't figure out how to continue it. Did something happen? Oh no, god damn it. Yuri sighs. No, it's just me. Yuri pauses. I'm thinking. A moment passes in silence. Then Yuri shakes her head. I shouldn't be complaining to you all of a sudden. Don't be silly. I won't think you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcome. If it's important to that, then you can tell me anything. Well, I do feel welcome. Too welcome, I guess. It's not an issue with the club. It's just an issue with me. So, yeah. So basically, Yuri is very shy and timid. And she's not really used to interacting with people, which is understandable. I mean, she needs time to get used to it. That's one thing most people don't seem to understand. Like, it's not that Yuri is a bad person. She's just very timid. So I feel wrong to inconvenience you with it. Monica pauses and thinks. Well, what if we put it this way? My job as president It's my job as president to understand the needs of the club members, right? We're going to have all kinds of people joining in the club, hopefully anyway, and learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come up with club activities that everyone can be happy with. That everyone can be happy with. Not just only some people. Of course. I need to be looking out for everyone. Otherwise, what kind of club would it be? I see. Yuri looks a little more relaxed. It signals that Monica that from a sympathetic approach to a pragmatic one was a good choice. Each individual truly have their own needs. Okay. Yuri takes a deep breath. I'm a really weird and awkward person. I've accepted that about myself. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being weird, as long as you don't take it too far. But, yeah, there's nothing wrong with being weird and awkward around people. I just don't know how to connect with other people. Like I said, she needs time. How is it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversation about any arbitrary topic? I can talk for hours about the things I'm into. Unfortunately, so much I don't know when to stop. But for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So I understand that about myself. I'm just not good with people. I can't help it. Yeah. Yeah, you can tell by that. I mean, I'm not so much as mad at Yuri because I can understand where she's coming from. I'm not really great when it comes to interacting with people, especially ones I just met or interacting with strangers. So, yeah, I can understand where she's coming from. So it feels like whenever I'm confronted with a new social situation, I'm either ignored or made fun of or taken pity on. And Sayuri falls into that third category. She what? Hold on. You're saying that Sayuri is taking pity on you? Why would she be taking pity on you? That's what I don't understand. Like, Yuri nods. I just wanted to be treated like a normal person. I mean, define the definition of normal. I mean, I don't know, man. If you don't like me or don't connect with my interests, then just tell me. I can accept that and move on. Yuri, no. It's not that we don't like you, Yuri. It's not that they don't like you, Yuri. They just don't know you that well. Sayuri is too nice to me. I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I'm pushed onto her. Nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves to be Nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort just because they pity some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. I mean, honestly, if you get to know them and they get to know you, they can make you. I think they're more so. I think nowadays people like to judge people based on their actions. I mean, to a certain extent, there are some people that are like that, but yeah, it's the worst feeling. I hate it. Yuri's sharp words cut through the tense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stop short in the hallway, patronizing the conversation over their original task. Monica looks at Yuri. Yuri only looks down with her fists clenched. I think you should tell her that. I can never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic. I mean, I think Yuri. I think the problem with Yuri is that she's not really a confrontational person, and there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes, like, you have to confront your problems. Sayuri is different. Making people happy is the most important thing to her. I'm sure that's all she's trying to do. So, if you're able to explain to her what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen. That's the problem. What kind of friendship has one person always trying to cater the other person's weird needs? Oh. I'm sorry. I'm making myself sound so... No. I think I'm starting to understand. Monica hesitates to finish her thought out loud. It's something that Sayuri will be able to say better. Sayuri is someone who will give anything, however much kindness they need in order to smile. But Yuri, who has difficulty accepting kindness, must be driving Sayuri to be even more assertive in her kindness, further exacerbating the matter. Damn, I can't speak. Neither person is to blame, but it's an issue that can be resolved. Neither person is to blame, but it's an issue that can't be resolved without them understanding each other better. Sayuri wants to be your friend. I promise that. It's okay for different people to have different needs. I mean, Sayuri has her own needs too. But good friends work together and can be what they need for each other. You just have to have good communication and talk about it. I don't have good communication. Yuri stops and shakes her head. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. My head is it's so resistant to everything. I'm pushing such a kind person away from me because of it. Yuri pauses to think. I'm so tired of this cycle I'm creating for myself. I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just push them away first. How thoughtless and immature of me. Yuri takes a deep breath and exhales. I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session. But I understand now that I just need to communicate. I just need to communicate with her. You're totally fine. It's for the club member. It's for the club, remember? You're just helping make the club a better place for everyone. Yeah. Yuri falls silent again. She looks like she wants to say something. Then say it. This kind of critical thinking is something that I'm really bad at. You know, about people. So, thank you. Anytime. Monica smiles at Yuri. For a moment, Yuri finds it in herself to meet Monica's gaze, returning a shy smile of her own. You know, Yuri and Monica finish replacing the old flyers with the new ones. More accurately, Monica mostly did the work while Yuri followed along. But as the club room once again draws near, so does Yuri's confrontation. I can't do this. Yes, you can. It'll be great. Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I'm never going to be confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will. Yuri starts towards the door, but then turns to face Monica. You're not just going to wait outside, are you? I can take a walk. Want me to get you a coffee or something? Actually, I prefer tea. I like to make my own, though please don't worry about it. Although, I suppose one downside of reading in here in the club and at home, I don't get to drink enough while reading. I guess that has nothing to do with this. You know, now that you mention it, I bet we could get permission to keep stuff for the class, the tea in the club room. My bad, I can't see. I'm just fucking up. You can use like an electric kettle to heat up the water, right? Would that really be possible? I'll look into it. I think it would be great. Yuri smiles and nods at the thought, my bad. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck. Monica waves at Yuri, then turns around and departs down the hallway as Yuri smiles fades once more. A moment of daydreaming about tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety that the task that lies before her. But it must be done. Taking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the classroom door. Yuri? Wait, hold on, I'm not done yet. Sayori shuffles a bunch of papers around. Yuri stammers, her words suddenly caught in her throat. At that moment, she realizes that Sayori She realizes how Sayori has been spending her afternoon. Oh, I wasn't expecting you to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first. But I got most of the way through it. And look! Sayori holds a sheet of paper. It's a page of notes beautifully produced in indentations, categories, and even color coding. As Yuri sees it, okay, this is different from the music I've heard. As Yuri sees it, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair. I was afraid you were getting disappointed in me, so I've been trying really hard. Stop. Yuri presses her fist against her forehead. Please stop. I can't take this. Yuri? Sayori's voice quivers in shock after having received the exact opposite response she was expecting. I'm sorry. Sayori looks away in guilt. Did I do something wrong? I don't understand. If I did something wrong, please tell me. Yuri shakes her head. No, it's me. I keep putting myself in these situations where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of reading, it's okay. Please just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently because I'm weird. But I don't treat you differently. I just wanted my friends to be happy. So I thought if we did something together that you would really like. I don't want your pity. Oh, shit. I don't want your pity. Oh. The music stopped very quickly. Why did I do that? Yuri sinks to her knees. Her voice squeaks. I'm sorry. Tears of guilt and self-loathing begin to stream down her face. Oh. This isn't how it was supposed to go. Why is it so hard to just articulate your thoughts? Why do you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pounds with internal accusations as she shuts her eyes, unable to face Sayori or the rest of the world. She should leave, just escape from here before Monika sees her like this and before Sayori tells Monika what she did. But before Yuri can put enough strength in her legs, she feels a warm pair of legs gently wrap around her from behind. Oh. Sayori. It's okay. Sayori whispers in a soothing voice. It's okay. It's okay. Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself... Oh my god, this is making me want to cry, bro. Yuri finds herself unable to protest or pull away from Sayori's kind gesture. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through a clenched throat, trying with all her willpower to control herself. I understand that the things you're feeling in your head are different from the things you're trying to say. So Monika did the same because she learned from Monika. I know that must be done. What? Fuck. I know that must be what you're feeling right now. I promise, I understand this. I understand that, my bad. So I'll give you as much time as you need. When you're ready, just tell me your feelings, and we'll talk about them together, okay? Yuri sniffles again and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts, then speak while steadying her voice. Damn, dude. I think that I've gotten so used to people being weirded out by me that it feels like anyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity. I'm so horrible with people. So it makes me not want to believe that someone can actually like me for who I am. Yuri pauses, but Sayori doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue. I'm so excited when I joined the literature club. I thought that it was finally my chance to make friends to my interests. But because my interests are the only things I know how to talk about. That's all I have going for me. But then, whenever I catch myself getting overly obsessed with in front of other people, it feels like I'm making a fool of myself. I hate myself for it. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person, but how am I supposed to expect that when I can't behave like one? I just want to learn how to get along with people and stop ruining things for myself. That's all. Yuri finishes her thoughts, feeling more steady after having gotten them out. Sayori, who can feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realized that as well. Thank you for helping me understand you a little bit better. You know, you were so great at helping me while we were reading. So I'll help you with the reading. So I'll help you with the things that you need help too. But I feel like it would just be frustrating for you with how much patience I require sometimes. That sounds kind of familiar. I couldn't stop worrying about that while we were reading. I was afraid you would get frustrated. I was afraid you would get frustrated with me. But I would never do that. I did my best to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience. Yeah, I know. But my irrational fears just won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sure it's the same for you. Yeah, irrational fears. Well, you know, there's no way that you could frustrate me because I already like you as the person you are. You know, I know you said you have a hard time believing that, but I promise that it's true. You don't have to be a social person for people to like you. I think you're really considerate in your own way, you know, worrying so much about people's feelings. We're all kind of weird. It's a literature club. But it's the best part that we're all different. And we have different interests. Like about the book. I'm reading it because I want to. I promise that's what I really want. It's a bit of a struggle, but try not to mistake that for me and not enjoying it. I mean, we can never discover new things if we didn't try them, right? I want to learn the reasons that you love it so much. And in the end, it's not for me. If it's not for me, then I can say that. And I'll be glad that I tried it to learn more about you. Plus, you're like super duper smart, and I want that to rub off on me. Yuri fights back a smile at that comment. Already the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to have evaporated through the caress of Sayori's arms. Your hair is so pretty. I I always liked long hair, but I was awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off. Oh. Mm. Yuri's Yuri's tension relaxes. For once, she feels okay just listening rather than worrying so much about saying the right thing. Sayori, since Yuri's comfort lets her rest. It must have been so difficult for her to feel relaxed around other people. But if the literature club can make it happen, then it's just something that she deserves to experience. Oh fuck, this is well then, based on my understanding of your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading. That's what I wanted to hear, but we can stop at any time. If you truly don't like it, please be honest about it. I won't be offended. Of course. I'm not going to judge anything this early on, though. So, we'll just see what happens. Oh, and, it's not good to touch people without their consent first. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Oh, you didn't. I mean, I suppose it was kind of nice. I was just saying. I'm back. Monica's back. I haven't seen you at all recently. Sayori trots over Monica. Ah, she whispers loudly. Can I hug you? Hug? Sure, Sayori. Sayori wraps her arms around Monica. Oh yeah. Yuri, it might be good to know, Sayori can be kind of a hug monster. Ah, and don't call me a monster. Artemis is a monster. If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster. Yuri laughs. Monica perplexedly looks between the two of them, then smiles. Well, I'm glad that you've been enjoying your reading so far. It's like our first real activity as the literature club. Ah, about that. Well, you've been so patient with exploring my interest. I think that it would be inconsiderate of me not to return the favor to you and learn about the things that you like. Yes! You like poetry? Yuri smiles. Oh shit, these side stories, man. Damn, these side stories are fucking like an emotional roller coaster. But yeah, I guess I'll have to do the Natsuki one sometime around I don't know when. But honestly, bro, I know there are 6 side stories. I didn't do the I really didn't do the Natsuki ones because I really don't like Natsuki I really don't like Natsuki, to be honest, because I find her personality extremely insufferable. But I guess if I have to do the last 2 side stories, I have to try writing poems. I guess if I have to do the Natsuki side story, I guess I'm gonna have to try writing poems for her. That being said, have a nice day. In the meantime, I'm out.